I said it again. Fuck!
Hello,
Sean makes me
baby.
happy.
and welcome back to Strange Hungers. It's been a while.
It's been a hot second.
Wow.
Been a while.
Yeah.
One day.
Last we left off, the Fulcrum Expedition had made their way from not the Slickhole Tavern, but another nicer
Damn.
tavern. A much nicer tavern. To a much nicer tavern that was owned by Krian Rowe, to Stone Dwergar, the keeper of the Rockhaven Bed and Breakfast. They discovered that this family was trying to turn back a stone tiefling, an uncle, a family relative, back from stone after Matthias stumbled into the hut on the side. They refreshed themselves after a long and disgusting battle on the bridge between the peninsula of Valkyrie. Peninsula? Archipelago. The archipelago of Valkyrie and the mainland, and having made their way over to this main continent, have begun their travels to the known location of the Order of Black Ice. They also encountered a strange elven hunter by the name of Aldris, who Matthias also stumbled into, looking over the outskirts of the Rockhaven Bed and Breakfast, and learned from him that he is working for Laura, the dwarf that you all have been traveling with. They are both interested in studying the effects of the moons, Laura more on the natural landscape and magic and history of this region, and Aldris more on the monstrosities that he hunts. Together with this large group of people, we've got Vice, we've got Neve, we've got the rest of our party, and then we've got Laura, their brothers, and Aldris, who are traveling sort of in a separate group alongside you all. With this large caravan, you are making your way through the outskirts, the stone outcroppings, and the light woods towards the mountain peaks and ranges that the Order is set within. You've got still a few days travel left, about a week we had said to make it to the Order, and you've been traveling for about a day and a half at this point. You've packed up your camp, you've left behind any debris, covered your tracks as much as you can, and we're setting off for another day of travel here. So, having just gotten a long rest and fed yourself breakfast, if there are any rolls that you will need to make at the top of the day, as those of you who have them know, please make those for me, keeping in mind that you can send me the results, or if there are any important results, to let the stream know if you'd like to. Also, considering we are starting a brand new day, I'm going to have us make, once again, some travel checks to see how things are going with that. So, just to start off, I would like to know who is going to be our survival check person, since we're using these slightly more difficult travel rules. So, for the top, who is going to be our survival check?
Can I still get benefits to my survival check since I'm from here?
Yes, you can roll with advantage.
Fuck yeah. I'll take it.
Okay. Who's going to be looking out for the party using a perception check?
I want to be a passenger princess.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I can do it.
Alrighty.
Wait, what are you? Vic? Plus.
You know what? Oh, I have a +3.
I'm plus
but
6.
Oh yeah, if you're proficient in looking, use your eyeballs.
I might do some perceppies if that's okay.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Type.
And then who is going to be, I would say, not navigating, but watching the actual caravan. This could be animal handling. This could be investigation. This could be stealth. Whatever you're doing to ensure the safety of your travel.
yeah, I will do that one actually.
I was thinking Kiara will chat with the animals. Like Kiara has no proficiency in any of this shit, but she's just wise.
Okay. I think I'm going to have Taz do this since
Yeah,
CJ
it's totally cool.
went for that. So I'm going to need each of you to pass a DC of 14 on this roll. So survival from Maddie, perception from Barden, and then Taz, you tell me what kind of roll you want to make and what you're doing.
I think I'm gonna go stealth. I do need y'all to know that I still have disadvantage at this, but as long as I don't roll lower than a 4, we're good.
Oh, you're still
Oish and
sleepy, huh?
Kiara are
Yeah, I still got 1 point of
chilling.
Idiot.
Don't call me an idiot.
Damn.
You
Don't be
sounded just like
mean.
Be
a
nice.
dwarf from Office right there. You know, where he has the sound, the tune on his phone. Idiot, idiot.
I have never seen that ever in my life,
not
but
seen
I
that.
trust you.
I'll find the YouTube clip for you, babe.
So, funny story.
You got under a 4.
I rolled a 10.
He's so
nice.
CB.
No. I rolled a 10 on the higher die. And
Oh,
I rolled a
buddy.
nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
BJ.
Thank you.
Of
No,
course.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
Have you considered
That's
taking
okay.
a nap?
I've been. We need another long rest for me to not be exhausted. Okay.
I wish I had greater restoration.
I also wish you had greater
Alex?
restoration.
Hey, Alex, how's that level up looking, bud?
The more you ask for it, the longer it's gonna take.
Oh, if
Stop
only
bullying the
I had a
DM.
little greater restoration.
Damn.
You're just
If only.
sitting there crying at 3rd level spells.
Oh no, you're so low. Okay.
We
So
are.
Tazriel, your eyes keep blinking closed as you are trudging alongside the rest of your caravan. You're trying to keep an eye out for making sure that your tracks are not too apparent, to obfuscate them where you can, just to keep an eye out for any like sticks or stones or more echoey spaces that you're moving through in the forest. But maybe it's just that the rest of your party are also tired or interested in Aldris. They're just not being as attentive to walking quietly as they should. The animals are a little louder. You're going over sticks and stones. People are chatting amongst themselves and not really paying attention to the volume. So there's just like, you got a lot of people. You're making noise as you're moving through the space.
I
But-
think since he knows that, he's just gonna be like as on the ready as he can. Still sleepy, just hands on like weapons or whatever.
Got those
Okay.
weapons at your fingertips.
Matthias, what did you get?
I got a 19.
Amazing.
Survival.
You know exactly the route that you're on, and you're making your way pretty efficiently towards the order. You are going past familiar landmarks, if not the actual trees that you remember. You know the like kind of trees that you're moving through, the sparseness of the wood, and the like how much the snow is packed suggests that you're moving upwards into the mountain region.
I've passed these trees before. It smells like a tree.
I just
And-
want to see Matthias like touch your tree, like, and continuing on.
He gives it a little pat as he passes by. There's one that's
Good
like
tree.
knotted and fucked looking because it grew underneath the boughs of another
Ooh.
tree, so it had to go like to like get to the sunlight. He just like pat as he passes it by.
Do you feel a kinship with that tree, Matthias?
Growing under the shadow of someone else. Crazy.
Okay, we don't need to fucking psychoanalyze my character 5 minutes
I
into
like
the
it.
episode.
You decided
guys.
to describe that tree
been like a month.
specifically.
Yo, it would be too easy. We need a harder target.
Oh. Okay, so we have oh yeah, sorry, what did you get, Novel?
21, baby. I got a +9 to perception, and I forget that because I'm proficient. I got
Very
those
nice.
high perceppies.
Okay,
To have
so you
high wisdom.
are keeping an eye out. You're not going to be surprised by anything that is going to come upon you.
Yeah, I think
Great.
Barden's pulled the hood down, sunglass like the goggles off, and just trying to keep as much as they can 360, except for
Alright.
not cracking her neck.
So we're moving pretty swiftly through the day here. We have passed through morning. That's the first day of today's travel. Efficiently, you are not interrupted by anything. At around noon, I would say maybe a little bit earlier, because you tend to want to move earlier through the waste in order to avoid the, I don't know, to get up earlier, right? So maybe around 11 or so on average. You take a short rest. You manage to rest your aching feet. You allow the animals to feed from whatever, like, these little nasty gnarled bushes that the goat-like creatures seem to particularly enjoy, just ripping, like, dried stems off of. You all feed yourselves from the food stores that Kiara has purified today, and mark a ration off if you have any on your sheets.
Oh god, inventory tracking.
Must suck to be a leader.
Yeah.
And one more thing I'm going to have you guys do in the afternoon is have someone who wants to be on foraging duty to make a check to see what they find. So is anyone looking for additional
Kiara
food?
wants to go because she wants to just learn about this part of the world.
Okay.
She wants to be
I'll have-
mentored out there.
I wanna fucking go. I wanna do it.
Oh, are we
wanna-
gonna go pick flowers
I
together?
wanna look for fucking berries.
I will say
Maddie and Kiara are
like
gonna go pick berries together.
I would like Kiara to make this roll, but you can definitely go with Kiara.
Okay.
So Kiara,
yeah.
give me either a nature check or investigation.
God, they're both intelligence based. This is gonna suck. I have a +0.
You got
though.
this.
Better you than me.
8.
Oh no! Wait,
Wait,
can I be
Maddie wasn't
helping?
helping me?
Can I be helping?
Yeah, you can help.
Rub those brain
Yeah.
cells together, baby. We are mind melding.
Listen, I have a +0 to intelligence. Isn't that better than Matthias?
Yes, I have a -2. Don't look at me.
I love
that's
how,
what-
at least in my setup, we've got all the +1 int on the bottom and the minus at the top.
Hey, listen. Kiara
The
has a
DC
negative
is
2 strength.
14.
Oh no. Okay, 12.
Dang it.
12. Okay.
It's all frozen.
So
over.
it is all frozen. You don't find anything that you can make a meal out of. There are plenty of, there's plenty of nature around you, right? But Kiara, to you, it just kind of looks like snow over dark trees.
Could we eat this bark?
Yeah, like,
I have
can I
eaten
make
this bark
tea
before.
out of this bark? And then Maddie's like, that will turn your teeth green.
It's a common prank. It's a very
But,
common
yeah.
prank.
Like, how green? Like Daz green or just like, oh, I need to throw up green?
No, like very green, apparently.
Kiara's gonna pocket some for a prank at a later date.
Excellent. Yeah, you can just write down green tea bark if you want.
Green teeth bark?
Green teeth
It's
bark.
not like, I was about to say not like matcha.
No.
Nope, green teeth
I mean,
bark.
kind of like matcha,
It
but
tastes like matcha.
but
Oh
grittier.
my god, my Kiara notes are such a
Oh.
mess, but I'm writing down.
Okay. I'm going to allow the rest of the afternoon as you guys continue traveling. If there are any conversations that you wanted to have on the second day of travel, you are still moving through with Aldris. I would say the dwarves, the rest of the Laura's kin, have fallen back a little bit. There's a point where you two just begin to kind of like separate and then rejoin, so you're not having to move exactly at each other's pace, and also navigate with everyone through the trees that you're moving through. This is not a like stone path. This is a open forested area that you're just traveling through, trying to make sure you can fit your cart through the open areas.
We're in
So
the
at some
fucking
points,
backcountry, baby.
you do have to like not backtrack a ton, but you'll just come to an area where it begins to get pretty narrow ahead. Matthias pulls you guys back a little bit, and you just continue towards a more open space.
Hell yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this is like resulting in further conversation, but I think at a certain leg of this journey, Taz will go over to Barden. You want to learn some more Orcish?
Just a look of delight. Just very surprised delight. And yeah, I'd love that. What now? Or I'm meant to be keeping watch, but I mean, she kind of slows down to walk alongside the cart so that they can at least be in sort of like, where were we? Just brings out the book with the one that he'd given her that was full of the Orcish lessons. She's like, yeah, I love that. Yes.
It's good practice to learn it and also be doing something else. Exercise your brain a bit more with it.
Barton's just pointing to the tree and going, What's a tree? Just pointing to thing like rock, tree.
Yeah. Taz
I'll
will
also
like.
say, Oish has no reason to not just like join this at this point. They are still eavesdropping.
Yeah.
They have no reason to. They just are.
Oh my fucking god!
I was gonna try and talk to Awish, actually.
Oh yeah, you can do that. That's perfect for the fact that they're eavesdropping.
Yeah. I roll for that, don't I?
Yeah, we'll figure out the roles.
Yes. But I will say, I know there's a lot of like stuff that has happened of you learning Orcish. Will you just give me an intelligence check for the time being?
How smart. See how smart. 1 second.
Actually, I
Intelligence.
might talk to Awish and Kiara. I want to get sandwiched between these two guys.
Get in,
14.
baby.
What was it?
Excellent.
Non-sexual?
What was the roll? Say it again.
14.
14.
14. Okay. Then you feel your ADHD medication is working. You're able to pay attention.
I think it's because she's trying to keep track of everything at the same time, so maybe it is the fact that they're doing it as they're walking, as she's like marching along, keeping track of everything. It's just like, yeah, that's a tree, that's bark. Yeah, that's a pine tree, cool.
Yeah.
Just like, and her just repeating it afterwards, trying to get the pronunciation right. Yeah, she's having a great time. She's just smiling.
Oh yeah.
Language.
Writing it down.
Language.
Language.
We exchange a flurry of words in Orcish, and Tazriel, you note the novel is beginning to pick up a bit of a like fun accent in Orcish. That you kind of correct some pronunciations because they're still. It seems like maybe their tongue is not as designed for speaking this language. It's a little more guttural, and so you're just trying to train those sounds for them.
It's interesting to
think-
consider how tusks would affect, like,
Yeah.
linguistics.
But I guess you do both kind of have.
We do have
Yeah.
little things. I think what would happen if Taz noticed that, he would like kind of like, can we stick out your tongue?
It goes really long. It goes surprisingly long for a half orc because I think that's one thing that novel was just like, no one's gonna look at the tongue, and it's just quite a long tongue.
And I think like Taz will lean in to whisper. I think the length of your tongue is making some of the pronunciations a little bit different for you. So if you want to speak in Orcish in a particular fashion, but it's not wrong.
I think there's just a second of, and I don't know if the DM will let me, but there is like the most minute shift of basically
little time.
novel editing their tongue, going, and then tries to pronounce it again, just like, and to see if it's just like, is that better? Or, I think I'm just used to it that sort of shape.
No,
That-
yeah, that it again. It's not wrong how you were doing it, but I was thinking about it and I realized, oh, you might. I wasn't sure with your tongue. That's right.
I'd
that was-
sound like a tourist, I
that-
guess.
Not a tourist. Someone learning. But no, the length. I think it was the length that was making that a little weird.
I do like the idea
different.
that the guttural sound a little bit chittery. Yeah, because it just like that's the natural sound that you'd make, that novel would make, trying to make that sound. It's like, no, that's not working. But they keep trying. But they listen, and she listens intently, Barden, to each correction because she wants to get it right, and like doing little phonetic versions in her book.
I really like the idea that Orcish is particularly pronounced usually with someone who has tusks. So there's like a speaking over your tusks and around your tusks, or like maybe a few little like whistles that you do when you're particularly excited about a word. You like whistle through your tusks at the end of it. That's so cute.
I like
I
that.
love that.
Okay.
Language.
Matthias, as you move into the heat of the afternoon, it's a little bit warmer. I say heat. It's just the sun reflecting off the ice, so you all begin to have to like hold cloth over your eyes. But it's not snowing as hard. Maybe you've had occasional flurries throughout the rest of the day, but it actually is a warmer day for the wastes.
Yeah, we gotta get everybody. I feel like I got people snow goggles. I can't remember though. Matthias at least has a pair, the ones with the little slit in them.
I would say the outfits that you're wearing have enough. Like you've prepared yourself with winter outfits. Yeah. They have enough of those. Like
we spent money.
You spent money. You're not going to be blinded.
Yes. Okay. We can do another little travel montage if you want before I get to my thing.
I would say that maybe you have this conversation toward the end of the day, but
yeah. Yes. Okay. So at the end of the day, I do, or like, well, you know, Novel and Taz are like dicking around. I do bring Kiara and Awaish together and just kind of like huddle with them. And I don't know.
What is this?
Nothing. I just wanted to ask a question. What do you think of the hunter? Him. That one. And sort of like points over at Aldris and said, "Oh, wish you spoke with him more directly. What?"
Is there a specific reason that Kiara and I are the experts on this? Are we planning on throwing the rest of our party to him, or?
Novel and Taz are just busy.
Oh, I thought it was because he told stories of, you know, my family, but well, as you saw, I'm glad he's not here to try to drag me back home. So, a thumbs up for that.
He has some kind of ability to recognize when someone has been touched by certain forces.
And you recognize that in you?
And Tazru. Oh fuck.
What?
Y'all, everything just froze for me.
Oh no.
We can still hear you, if that helps.
Oh no. A computer enhance. Computer
Listen,
reboot.
we all know computers are homophobic.
Oh, I guess maybe typing in the chat would be better.
I think I'm back.
Can you hear us?
Hello? Can you?
My internet just dropped to 0 for like 1 second and everyone
nuts.
froze. But it's back now. Who knows?
No.
Did you say something after Awaish said?
No. I mean,
We call tech homophobic.
I also am Kiara because of the story. Like, I wanted to ask. I just, beyond all of the obvious things, I sort of just wanted a gut check, I suppose, from other people because I know how I feel.
And how do you feel?
I dislike him. And I would prefer to part with him sooner rather than later.
I mean, I agree. I don't dislike him, but I've heard of him and seen him, and from the stories I've heard, I think everybody here would be safer without him with us.
I also think he's an ass and functionally useless to us.
I think we're all in agreement.
when Kiara and Awaish say that, it's like Kiara says it and then Awaish says it, he just like breathes in through his nose and like lets it out and his shoulders drop like just a little bit. He's like, okay, we're all on the same page. Good.
Is this like angel and devil on your shoulder and for once they agree?
They both agree.
Oh, look at the coloring too.
It's like literal angel Kiara.
Oh no, I meant Kiara's in the red, the devil vibe.
I know.
Oh,
it's great.
It's
It's great because we're costumed in the opposites. I also do want to make clear, I love this NPC, and I wish we could have them with us forever, but I have to stay true to what a waste feels.
Yeah. Oh, objectively a cool NPC. Matthias just hates him.
Need to protect our Barden.
Yeah. Okay. That's helpful to know. At least. Also, Laura.
You look over and Aldris is just staring up into a tree. He's like stopped on the side of the road as you guys keep walking and he's just looking up into it.
I hate that guy.
I do stare at that for a moment, and then I say to Kiara and Matthias, ever since I gained a certain ability, it's been difficult to resist the temptation of using it on everyone.
I was going to ask you if you could, actually. I thought better.
Really?
Well, yes, I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
I mean, if I have our illustrious leader's protection.
It's... Just be careful, obviously.
Time for fucked up wizard shit.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to pull a Baldur's Gate and just detect Aldris's thoughts as he's staring up into this fucking tree.
Okay, you are using the first ability of Detect Thoughts, right?
Yeah, just the little baby one where I just get those surface thoughts.
Okay, so as an action, you cast Detect Thoughts. It's concentration for up to 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
He has an intelligence over 3, so it will be successful. You're initially going to learn the surface thoughts, and then you can probe deeper if you like. As you focus on Aldris, as you're like kind of stepping past him as he's paused for a moment, you just hear he's thinking very intently, Hagbow.
Hagbow?
Is it bow or bow?
Hagbow.
A bow of a tree.
Oh,
Bow.
okay. Hagbow.
He's thinking Hagbow, and he's like picturing this image of these intertwining like branches that are forming this kind of X shape.
This guy's such a fucking weirdo. I'll glance up and try to see if I can see what he's actually staring at.
Sure, give me a perception check.
Outside of the
Absolutely.
mind tap, Matthias was also going to try and do that. Just to see what he's seeing, or like smelling, or hearing.
Oh shit, 24.
Great.
Can I roll for that as well?
Yes.
Ooh, there's a natural 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Which means that is
Okay.
a 24.
Great. So both of you with a 24. Let me.
Twins.
Twins.
You actually beat him on this check
Bitch.
of like what he's looking for.
Idiot.
So both of you notice as you glance up towards the tree that there are a number of branches, the way that a tree would like naturally grow out, through these pine branches spreading out, that have crossed over in a way that's almost unnatural. Like they've grown out from the tree and then they've just kind of crossed over each other and then continued to grow out. So it's like the branches are intertwining close to the trunk of the tree in a way that seems very strange for them to do. And not only is it happening in this tree as he's like looking up through, but Matthias and OH, as you continue kind of glancing down, you have the light coming through like just as the sun is beginning to kind of descend in the afternoon, that is causing, there are more of these like X shadow shapes on other trees that you're walking through in this particular area. So not only is whatever this feature is happening in this tree, but you're actually you notice it in multiple other trees as you're walking.
Sure. I'm gonna, using this knowledge that I have now, I'm going to point up at one of the branches that is growing strangely against another and say to Aldris, what a strange looking tree.
His eyes kind of descend slowly and then look to the side. Yes, it's very unnatural.
Okay, I can hold this together. I can keep this together. Is this some kind of wastes phenomenon?
Yes.
Do I have any knowledge about this or context? Outside of the mind link, I just saw the trees.
I will give you information about it after this conversation
Great.
finishes. I would not call it specific to Valkyrie, no. Rather specific to a kind of predator. One who distorts.
So your hunt came this way.
His thoughts shift as he focuses on you, and go to like a quick flashing list of like vampire, vampire spawn, undead. Like he's looking at you and he's trying to figure out what kind of monster you could be.
Oh, that's hot.
And then kind of settle back to thinking about like the prey must be nearby. They must be close. Like we're on the trail. Back to that kind of like pattern of thoughts that he's going through on the surface level. This kind of creature shapes the environment around it as it travels.
There's something in your eyes, Aldris. Do I frighten you?
As he laughs, you see the lips pull back, through this distorted scar that he has, and you can see his teeth again. You are standing too close to me.
Sorry. Well, it was an innocent question. I'll step away and I will just take the last few thoughts and then let the connection fade.
Okay, you're not going to dig any deeper?
Digging deeper
does alert the creature.
Yeah, it alerts them that I'm doing it, and I really don't want to necessarily get in a fight with this person.
Okay.
Can you avoid alerting them with a roll, or is that not?
No. Once you probe, it says either way the target knows that you're probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention, then they can use an intelligence check to get you out, but they're gonna know that you were in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why?
They're gonna know that you were poking.
It's kind of like a light brush versus a deep probe.
No. I just am misremembering the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have to make a wisdom save for you to be able to even get in, but whether they fail or succeed, they know that you tried.
Actually, they don't have to. When you just cast it to do the surface thoughts, there's no wisdom save.
Yeah, what I'm saying is the probe is the wisdom save.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, so the last kind of thoughts as he shifts his attention away from you, when you asked if he was frightened of you, there was genuine amusement in that.
Sure.
In that you gotta just like gauge that he does not consider you to be someone who'd be threatening to his life.
Sure. And that's not. Awaish knows that this person is very proud, and so does not actually think that he is frightened of them, but has to find ways to ask questions that aren't like, I'm actively reading your thoughts,
Yeah.
So they're not insulted by that. They are very used to people underestimating them.
Since you've diverted his attention like back to the rest of your group as you're traveling before he goes back to kind of continuing to walk with you and look for signals, you also pick up that he does the same thing as he looks over the rest of your party. Like he runs through a list of the different kinds of secret monsters or ways that they could be wild touched as he looks over all of them.
He's got a little special interest. Okay.
Yeah. Like he looks over at Kiara and he goes like, Fey touched, like witch's curse. Like
we haven't considered that.
Looks over at casual and goes like, drank an unnatural like potion, like scarred by a like wild touched basilisk, like all this stuff that he just like runs through as he's looking at all of you.
I really love that, like, for Awaish, it's like, ooh, vampire spawn, sexy devil. And for Taz, it's like, drank something weird.
Like he's too big and that's why he's wild touched.
Yeah. Amazing.
Motherfucker is too tall.
Will rejoin. I don't know if Matthias is still hanging out by...
Oh, yeah.
So I will... Or hanging out by the Witchfinder and wants to have a separate conversation. Otherwise, I will come to you.
Yeah.
Before you cut back to Maddie, one more thing since you're still using the spell.
Sure.
You can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. So you can search through thoughts within 30 feet of you to see if there are any hidden or invisible creatures around you. Do you want to take any of your time to do that?
Yes! I forgot about that being an ability of this spell. Thank you, Alex. Yeah,
Okay.
That's hot.
You pick up some hidden thoughts, I will say. But they're very brief, like a brush, and don't seem to be very smart.
Okay.
But within some of like the insides of these trees, you pick up a few like burrow dig.
Oh,
thoughts.
they're smart. They're smart
like
little
there
diggers.
is some kind of little creature or little bug or little guy who's smarter than your average bug because they have an intelligence above 3, right? So there's some kind of just intelligent creature that lives in the trees of this area.
Sounds like breakfast
wiggles
to
their
me.
butt a little and then pounces on the ground in the direction of the thought. No. Cool. I want to make room for the roll that Matthias did as well.
Yes,
to get
Maddie.
that information.
Matthias, the order generally looks out for fucked up shit in the wastes.
Mhm.
So you've been trained in a number of things that would be weird or, superstitions. All of that, you've heard all of these tales. So as you rifle back through your mind Rolodex, there are a few natural symbols that you kind of know to look out for. There are some factions within the wastes, things like, a group of gnolls, right? But more like a group of creatures that might live in the waste. There are scars on trees that you know to look for that are marks of like a large creature moving through, like emerging and moving through, like brushing past trees. So like sharp scarring marks on bark, all of that being, all that stuff. The like crossing of boughs, you are not particularly familiar with the kind of creature that Aldris hunts because it's not usually a threat to where you are in the order in the region. This is a creature that does not spend a lot of time here. But, like, cursed plant life and plant life that's been affected, you have seen. I would say you are likely to have fought a blight or, like, a tree, something like that.
Fought a tree before. Hell yeah.
So your more natural instinct seeing this is, are these trees pretending to be trees, but they're actually creatures?
I think that Matthias in his like field planner does have like pages for notes, so he probably just like does a terrible little sketch and then like writes a note next to it. He's gonna bring it back and he's gonna ask folks about it when he gets back.
Can I want to ask your permission to do this, Sloan, and it's fully for a bit.
Okay.
Can Awaish also shift their thoughts to Matthias for a moment and just see that Matthias is like, could be a creature of that tree.
What does detect, can you like, what does it pick up? Is it emotions?
It's just surface thoughts.
Surface thoughts?
Your surface thought.
What emotions are the deeper probe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he is thinking of this tree and like really focusing on trying to get it as accurate as possible. He's not like a skilled designer. But the other things that you hear would probably you would get an image of Aloxodon, actually, like a very strong mental image of Aloxodon. The name, the Diamond Lantana, like the title. As sort of like all mixed together in his like perception of this person. Like he's thinking of someone that he's gonna go ask.
Your brain hurts to read.
And there's also just this underlying constant stream of like fuck.
I think like Awage is used to a lot of different trains of thought, but I think the way you think is so different from them that they're just like,
Yeah.
It's a little foggy in there.
Maybe not like, I don't know if you see like images or just like impressions, but maybe it's just
Very
impressions.
surface.
very surface. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason that I wanted to know is because I love the concept. Wage comes up to you and says, "The trees aren't alive."
Ah. Yes. Okay. I was
It's
wondering.
yes. I casts a bit of a wide net, and it's quite tempting once I have it on. Apologies.
What?
But
It's fine. Wasn't thinking of anything that important, I guess.
this hunter is a bit obsessive and a bit paranoid, which I would find somewhat admirable if it wasn't inconvenient. But just concerned with his own business. It's not threatening as long as we don't get in the way, I suppose. Hags do that to trees.
Oh. All right. So the hag is here.
Or was.
Okay. Another thing to look out for.
Could be interesting.
I don't really want to encounter a hag. We're on a
You
schedule.
could, give that sword a bit of a bite.
I don't know what kind of interactions a hag would have with this kind of sword, and I'm a little... Well, listen, I am intrigued, but I'm a little concerned.
And to think that when we met, I thought you were stuck up.
He laughs at that. Fully just like a short little chortle and says, I am still.
Wage looks a little surprised, and then, honestly, hard to read, but might look a little touched. I don't think they've made anyone laugh in years.
You made party members laugh.
I don't know if they yeah, uncomfortably, not genuinely. And then they kind of just brush off their clothing a little and go, well, we'll see.
Yeah.
And
He-
awkwardly walk away.
I was gonna say, he like gives them just a little, like the lightest little shoulder touch, and then is gonna like move past and keep fucking moving. We got places
Amazing.
to go.
We got places to be.
Yara, you feel a tug on your like winter cape that you're wearing. Check this out. And Neve
Yeah.
holds has taken like a scooped handful of snow, and there's something like sticky drizzled over top of it.
What is this? Okay, Kiara will now.
Neve has made a bit of a snow cone like thing with some sap from one of the trees. As she grins at you, you can see that the tips of her teeth are tinted a little bit green.
Oh, this is from that bark that makes teeth green. You know, I was going to do this as a prank to somebody, but this is so much better.
What do you mean teeth green? Is my oh no.
It's fine. You know, you should I mean, I don't know how Ove should react to it, but you should just go up to them and talk to them as though nothing has happened and see how they react.
I am worried. I don't know if they would do this, but my mom would make me drink all kind of nasty concoctions whenever I seem to be getting sick, so.
Well, as the, I guess, official healer, I say you're fine.
Okay.
So you can say you have the cleric stamp of approval.
Thank you.
Oh, clerics.
It turns out if you peel back some of the bark, there's some like sticky sap underneath, and it tastes really good on snow.
Yeah, this is delicious. I really wish I could see how I looked with green teeth.
Feel like I'm picking up some survival skills.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you want, you should. And Kiara will pull out like the little baggie that they bagged earlier of the bark. You should take some for later. You know, you never know when the opportunity might arise where somebody desperately needs to have green teeth.
Will do. You see her surreptitiously peeling bark as you continue walking for the next bit of time. Okay. Any other conversations for the end of the afternoon, or shall we just push into our rest?
Let's push.
Okay. You continue to move, and the light finally fades into a warm gray, and then to an immediate black. The moon currently is still this strange, bright light in the evening, especially because you have a full moon in Varun, I believe.
I have to double check. Hey, give me like 1 second.
Yeah, because the moon's got
gonna
fucky
take
on us, right?
I'm literally gonna take us to the starting screen because it's on the starting screen.
We'll be right back.
But
Whoop. Oh, we're back.
wasn't
live.
there like a that's fine. Wasn't there like a conversation last episode with the witch hunter that like the moons were getting full before they were supposed to, and that's why it was a witch moon?
I think that was it. Yeah.
Yes,
It
there
did.
was moon
You got
fuckiness.
both moons full tonight.
So we
even
do
though
have
they
both
shouldn't
moons
be.
full tonight, even though they shouldn't be. Because it
Oh,
should be
shit.
the next night. Based on like the lunar calendar that anyone would have, both moons should not be full. But
Quick,
they
someone give birth to a magic baby. Let's go.
Matthias might be giving birth
Pregnant
to
with a
something
magic
from
baby?
the look on Sloane's face.
I just didn't realize.
Matthias has a
I
baby.
had no idea that both the moons are full. I didn't realize that was part of the witches.
I also didn't,
Time.
you know, we're calculating retroactively because
Great,
it's hard to
great.
keep track of all of this.
Great. Okay.
So,
Shit. All right. Damn.
but it is a pretty unique sight as the moons are rising, because you get a lot of light just reflected on the snow and everything. But it's a strange, unnatural light. It's like it's harder to see any stars that are out because of how bright the moons are. And there's this weird, like, almost lopsided eye looking element of like one of the moons and then another one of the moons like peering.
Oasia's skin starts to sparkle. Now you know what they really are.
Fuck. Wait. Okay.
A
So
moon
confirmed.
elf.
So they're both full currently.
They're both full currently.
Got it.
But it's not accurate to the calendar.
I think like looking out over this. I don't know. Matthias looks out over the snowscape. We're finding a place to camp. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's locate a good place to camp here.
I'll help Matthias with that.
Yeah. Let's find a good place to camp.
You've already succeeded on your survival check, so you don't need to make another roll to find a decent place to camp. You just tell me what you're like looking for in the woods.
In general, we're just looking for a place that is like relatively well concealed. but has at least like one area where we can like quickly escape, you know. Just looking for the balance between like not too open, not too closed off. That's all. If there's like a big ass rock or something, could be great to hide behind.
I was gonna say you find a big rock.
Fuck yeah, I love a big rock. Fuck yeah, big rock. We set up camp against the big rock.
Okay, great. I'm gonna give you a big rock over here.
I already have a big rock.
A big rack. Alex, you have what powers now?
Wait. If you can give them, can you take them away too? Because
Yeah.
I wish. Trust me, I wish.
Take my rack.
All right, here are some big boulders
Please.
for your map.
Yay.
Boulders for your
Take
map.
my wife.
Nice folder. That's exactly what I was trying to
Yeah.
do.
Welcome to Boulders
Hey,
Gate.
take my wife.
Welcome
Hey.
to Boulder's Gate.
big fucking rocks.
Boulders Gate. Wait, am I in the wrong? Where are the rocks? Oh, hello. I found
To the
them.
left.
Walks.
There you go.
Rocks.
Lots of rocks.
Rocks.
The moving trees
you-
are alive, y'all. I just saw one move.
Fuck.
Yeah, the trees are moving.
Oh my god.
Run.
It's an
It's
ant.
Macbeth.
The tree ants. They're here.
Make friends.
When I
Okay.
was younger, when I heard people say the words like tree ants, they said it so fast, I just thought it was one word, tree ants.
That's what I thought too.
And it wasn't until
That
much
is-
later that I was like, oh, I get it. It's
I
like
think it is in D&D, right?
Yeah, tree ants are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
was,
it
it
comes
was also
from,
hard
like,
for me
because-
because
tree
from the Lord of
ants.
the Rings world, you
Right.
just say ents. So
Yeah.
like the tree in front of it just
Yeah.
confused me.
100%. I think it was Ents in D&D before Tolkien was like, the Tolkien
Don't do
estate
it,
was like,
girl.
hey motherfuckers, get out of our IP.
Personally,
Yeah,
tree ents
true.
does feel a little bit like chai tea.
Ents is like
Yeah.
a word from like, ents is like a mythological word though. I don't think you can have like an IP thing for that.
Isn't that why hobbits became halflings?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
ent is a broader term.
No, just made by Tolkien, apparently.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's not what we're doing here.
Lore. Hi, Lore.
That's not strange hungers.
No.
Welcome back to Strungers. Here's your camp. It's really
Woo.
cute.
Camp.
You camp here.
Love it.
You settle down, you begin to unpack your stuff, eating. You are rejoined by the rest of the crew of Laura and their brothers who gather around. And again, you've got 19 people in your caravan? Wait, am I wrong? No, it's like
No.
11. You've got 11.
No, 19.
12, sorry. You've got Matthias, Awaish, Tazriel, Barden, Kiara, and then you've got Vice, Neve, Laura, and Aldris, and then you've got 3 brothers, so you've got 12 people at your camp right now.
Jesus
Props
Christ.
to our DM playing 7 people.
That is a significant number of guys that you've got going on here, which means that, again, it's just like loud. Like you've got 12 people packed into a camping space, multiple tents set up, and unfortunately, or not, a bit of a party vibe starts to happen.
God damn it.
It's gonna.
Oh man.
I wish these people would shut the fuck up.
You
You literally got a wake pub crawl traveling with us.
And it was a mistake. It was a mistake.
choices were made by our illustrious leader. Choices that Tazriel wouldn't have made if he was in charge. But you know, whatever.
Dog! It wasn't just me. We had good reasons
Okay.
to travel with them.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
While this party is going on, Barden is not going to like leave the camp, but I do want to find a spot where we get the light of both moons. Because if we're underneath some canopies, I do want to get underneath the moon.
Yes, very. With the open clearing that you have, anywhere towards the center of the camp, you will have.
Okay, yeah. I'm just going to sharpen Titan's Wrath, because in Novel's head, this is good for Titan's Wrath. It's both moons. Good moon time. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
like sunbathing, moonbathing, and just
You moonbathe
away
it.
a little bit away from the noise of the party, so like they could talk to Titan's Wrath. Not anything important, just like chattering about the day, just keeping them up to date, keeping her up to date, and just sharpening the blade up, baby. Also with the light on because dark. Oh wait, no, actually no light on. It's fine. I'm in the moon.
Yeah. So you have it in the dim stage?
Mm-hmm. Shadowed.
Okay. Great. Your sword seems a little grumpy.
Oh,
Not a lot. Like there's not a lot of tone to it, but it has been a while since I've fulfilled my duty.
Well, it's been a bit quiet. But you know, someone may attack us. As if that's a good thing.
Quiet comes before devastation.
Don't worry. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Of course,
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just very gently strokes over like the wolves' heads. Just like, it's okay. We'll be alright.
There's a distant.
Yeah, Barna just... Was that a wolf or was that a gnoll?
I've
heard gnolls now.
It was just a bay. It was too far off to pick up. Like, it wasn't a loud near you. It was a far.
Hey, Sloan, flip your cap.
Noise.
I want that.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think just Barna's 1 second. That wasn't you, was it? For the sword.
No. I didn't say anything.
Okay. Continues.
Alex, where are the moons? In the sky?
They are jauntily tilted. The moons are not directly overhead, but I would say they kind of... I don't know enough about the geography to keep them particularly in mind, but I would say because you're in the winter season, they are fairly prominent in the sky. So maybe like more of the southern hemisphere.
So when the moons get to a point where physics was a long time ago, when both are at the appropriate angle, Kiara is going to, and maybe grab Taz to see if he's interested in this. Kiara would like to grab a dish of some sort and pour water into it, and then get to a place where both moons' reflection can be seen in that plate of water, just like as a sort of like, it's an auspicious lunar day. Moon, despite Abjur being very fire and sun aligned, like the moon is also a very big deal, and so it's a little moment of silence for when the alignment happens, where they can both be seen in a single like reflection. Kara would like to take a moment to just sit aside and acknowledge that, and maybe share that moment with Taz, as this is something that is very common back home. There's lots of like, I imagine this is another night of celebration with lots of dancing and feasts and sweets and stuff. Because like you said, the witch moon is when it happens earlier than expected, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Just have a little moon celebration.
You have a little moment. You kind of are kind of off to the side. There's a low murmur of a drinking song that starts to come from around the campfire. And you sit over this plate together, looking at the two moons kind of shimmering lightly as your hands just like shift. A few lights just kind of off in the distance in the forest blink. Just like through the reflection of the trees.
Yeah.
You see them.
That's so cool, because I'm thinking like, given how like when there's an eclipse, the shadows have mini eclipses. I can see the reflections having the two orbs like together. So even those reflections take that aspect of the multiple sources of light reflecting at different angles.
And then one of the lights glows a little bit brighter and kind of floats towards you.
Okay, so Alex, I don't have this on my character sheet, but I'm willing to mark off some money. Can Taz have some candies in his bag somewhere?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Just mark a gold.
Yeah, awesome. So I think like when Taz will happily join you with this. I think like sitting here in this moment, just kind of quiet contemplation, and then it kind of starts rummaging in his bag. I think there are these like. So, I'd been wanting Taz to like maybe be munching on more things that might be found in Edric, and I found these little like there's these little like toffees. Like I think they're am I pronouncing this right? Kismi toffees, I think it is, that are found around the place, but like India specifically. So I think he's got like the Veratus family equivalent of them, like a handful of them, and pulls out one and hands one to Kiara.
Yes, Kiara will definitely embark and be like, how long have you had these?
I grabbed some right before we left. Or right before I left.
You're so smart. Note to self, do not leave in the middle of the night with nothing. You'll miss snacks.
I miss home.
But we'll go back. We just have some adventures to have first.
I'll go back.
I would love to take everyone back with us. Show them around.
That would be nice. I think the two of us would between the two of us we'd have a lot of different places to show our friends.
Yeah. Also personally, I love the image of Matthias just melting in all that armor.
No, we'll have to get Matthias out of that armor into some more like area appropriate clothing. Very light, yes. Very open, very showing skin. If
he wouldn't know what to do with all that breeze. It's like everyone has lots of free airflow. What is that?
That would be fun.
Strange Hunger's Beckle task. Can you get through a conversation without objectifying Matthias?
Absolutely not.
Impossible challenge.
Listen.
I love this.
Sloan loves this.
I do.
And I think just imagine all the stories Barden would get to hear. I think she would love to meet some of the members of the Semi-Precious Court and their stories. My goodness.
Definitely. And I've heard secondhand some of those stories, so.
Okay, not all of them are just dirty.
That isn't even what I was alluding to at all. The fact that your mind went there says
much about my impression of you, doesn't it? And Kiara just gives him a little shove in the shoulder.
I think Taz will lean away from the shove and fall over. For a healer, you sure are a little bit more violent than I would have thought.
It's all those melee lessons I've been getting. Wait. Well? Can I show you one thing? And yeah. Kara's gonna try to very poorly sweep Taz's leg, because that's definitely one of the things Matthias taught. Because all of Matthias's lessons to Kiara were to how to fight someone significantly bigger and stronger than you.
So true.
Knocking them on their ass, but taking advantage of your lower center of gravity seems like a obvious start.
Alex, can I roll an acrobatics check to contest that with the knowledge that I will probably fail?
You'll probably succeed.
I have disadvantage on
I'm gonna have
these.
this be an attack roll, not a save.
Okay.
But your armor, you're not wearing armor right now because you're going to bed. So
yeah.
What's 10 plus your dexterity?
Oh, 14. My AC is 14.
14.
Right now.
Okay, so Kiara, could you give me an attack roll using your strength? That
Wait,
you are not
wait.
proficient in.
Question. A 0?
I rolled a 2. My strength is -2. Do I just bounce off of him?
It's just hard to sweep the leg when the leg is like a solid,
I think.
a chunk of man meat. You know, he's a big guy.
Alex? Can I say that Taz is seeing that this isn't about to work, given how bad the roll is, and just
You
kind
want to
of
follow
plays
on
into it?
purpose?
Make a
Yeah.
performance check.
Yeah.
Yes, make a performance check.
With disadvantage.
Do I make an insight roll?
Let's see. What was the deception?
Wait, is it deception or performance?
Sorry, performance.
God damn it. Deception is so much better. 9 with disadvantage.
9. He falls over. You like try and sweep his leg. You kind of hit his leg, and then he like pauses for a second and falls over dramatically.
I did roll an active insight roll for Kiara and got a 6. So
You did it.
It's like, you know, when a tiger, when its cub bounces on it and pounces on them, and the tiger's like, ah! That's what this is. You're a little tiger cub.
Kiara claps and says, "Oh my god! I can't believe that worked. I am getting stronger.
Oh,
One day I'll be able to hold my own in the fight."
You can already hold your own in the fight, but that was great. That was great.
Thank you.
Getting himself up.
Kiara will give him a hand, obviously.
Mm.
You're a full 1.5 feet taller than her, I'm pretty sure.
Taz, as you are lying there and Kiara begins to help you up, you notice that the light that has drifted over to you is hovering down by your face, and you see within it a little man with white hair and these sharp blue wings kind of emerging from his back. He's got pale blue skin and very angled down features, like into this sharp downturned nose, white eyes, and these like long kind of pink ears, and is holding a tiny little, like the size of a pin almost, a tiny little sickle. And it swipes at your nose. That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely fucking hit.
Get out the little fairy fly swatter.
Are you fucking serious? Like, I think as Taz sees this person, sees this whatever is about to be like, Kiara, do you? And then
you take 1 slashing damage.
Okay.
And could you make a con save for me?
Ow. Oh, okay. No disadvantage on the con save. Whew, boy. Oh yeah, 20.
Okay. Your nose is a little cold. But
did Kiara see this little guy?
yeah, you see this little guy.
What?
Excuse me? Hello?
And then, do either of you speak Sylvan?
Oh, wait a minute. Fuck. Nope.
You get it. I speak Elvish, though, not Sylvan.
They are similar.
I speak Sylvan.
You're not here.
Yeah, but I do speak it.
So you hear this like light hissing sort of sound as it's talking, if you don't understand it.
Awaish.
Bring the fucking wizard.
So rude.
Weish has been kind of like slightly pacing a little bit as these moons rise, and they were actually just about to try to find Kiara and Neve to be like, I need to take my mind off this weird moon shit. I'm gonna give you wizard lessons. So this is a perfect distraction. So what is it? What?
That little person just hurt Daz.
It's a little cold on the nose, but I can't understand what they're saying. You have something for that, right?
Are they still talking?
A very big brain.
I was thinking magic, but
Are they still talking, Alex?
Yes, it's still talking. He's still talking.
What's he saying?
He's saying, "Get out of my woods!"
Hang on. What's a god in this world? I was about to have a say Jesus Christ, as always.
It was probably Roll or Frost right now.
Yeah. Fucking row. Okay. Your woods, and from Awash's mouth comes like a kind of melodic hissing, I suppose.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like glass chimes coming together.
It sounds more natural in your voice than it does in a very high-pitched sprite voice of this creature.
Yes. Your woods.
Our woods. He hisses. And then around the camp, you all see lights emerging from the forest.
I don't suppose that you would like to engage in a bit of good-natured trading instead of whatever you're about to do.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair. Persuasion. I'm so good at that.
If we were playing Baldur's Gate, you would see a like situational disadvantage. And then the reason would be too big.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so big.
Oh, that's why they went for Taz, not Kiara.
I did roll a 19 on my first one, but again, disadvantage. And that's a 2, so 3.
Okay. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus fucking Christ. All
For
right.
me.
Okay. Oh, these dice need to be purified.
Okay. Do we want to roll initiative and then take a quick break?
Yes, that sounds great.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll do a break now and we'll kind of roll initiative over the break so we can manage it. I will also say Aldris is missing and Matthias is missing.
Maddie?
Where's Matthias missing?
He
Missing?
went to piss. And I asked Sloan to make a roll and they failed it.
Jesus Christ.
Matthias!
It's just spraying.
I made
everywhere.
a mistake. I'm sorry. I didn't think I was going to deal with these consequences.
I was like, Aldris is missing, and then Matthias went.
Listen,
Matthias,
piss on
you're
a
in a
tree
literal
near the-
fucking horror game. Why would you go piss alone?
I'm sorry. It wasn't pissing. I wasn't pissing. It was more important than pissing.
Okay, all right. I support you.
Oh,
you
so
turn
he
into a
was the
wolf?
Awu we heard.
No, I'm.
No, Matthias was there when that happened.
I was there
Matthias,
for the
we're wolf
Awu. I heard the
lies.
Awu.
Okay.
That's why he went out. He wanted to join his brethren.
I'm coming.
My brothers.
Okay.
Matthias going,
You guys
Awu!
back in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, and welcome back once again to Strange Hungers. Thanks for bearing with us. We had some tech issues, but we're back. We're here. And if you look at your beautiful map, we've got some friends to contend with.
I don't like
So
that.
we've all rolled initiative, and I'm going to get us started here in Multiverse. We've got...
Oh, I actually did not roll.
You don't get to.
Vice
you can roll for
does.
Vice.
Not for you, Awu.
It's for Vice, my baby.
My child.
That's a
baby
fucking
mama?
19, bitch. Put me in there.
Ooh.
Put me in, coach.
Oh, I'll take the 20 actually.
Um,
Oh, Vice
good.
at the top.
I will
Not
not
Laura.
pick. I would like to keep my 18.
Awaish got an 18 on this roller, but I do want to stay committed to what I got in real life, and I will take my 6.
Okay, so
to be safe.
a 6 for Oesh.
Dirty
so I have
20 for Kiara.
A dirty 20 for Kiara.
18 for Taz.
Okay. 18 for Taz.
Darren rolled initiative. Good job, Darren.
And I'll just leave
You rolled
Darren
one.
have one.
That's
What did
good.
Novel get?
And
10.
I
Great.
get to roll twice. It's ridiculous.
This motherfucker has smite.
I was distracted by my sword.
And then these guys have a... Oh, they've got good decks, so this is actually higher.
Oh
Yo,
no.
I'm about to go.
I don't care how good their dex is. I'm going to kill them.
They're tiny and they fly. Like they're gonna be like fucking bugs,
Okay.
and not the
Great.
good kind.
Bug on bug action.
Bug on bug action.
We'll be fine.
All right, that looks good. That
Maybe.
works.
We'll see.
Another thing too, if any of you guys do want to update your HP in Multiverse so people on the stream can see it, I'm not sure if it's super accurate, but you can click into your character sheet and go change max health pretty easily. So just like right click on your character and it'll change your
man.
max health.
Kiara's up to 79, baby. Well, not up to.
Yeah.
She's been there for a while.
Oh wait, that's right. I was about to be like, you have more hit points than me.
Kiara's sturdy.
A level higher as well.
Yes, and she's sturdy.
I'm right behind
She
you.
got a good con.
Already.
Okay, first up in initiative
It's all in
is
their hips.
Vice. If you're ready. Sloan.
Is it me? Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that I have control of the Vice character on here.
I
So-
can change that right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
And other than that, I would love like a layout of what exactly is happening. I don't know if this is accurate. If the
I
map
would say
is...
this is fairly accurate. Let me make that a little less obtrusive. There we go. So this is the campsite that you guys are currently at. The pixies are, the sprites are spread out throughout the woods, and they are beginning to glow this malevolent blue color as they approach and surround your campsite. I have put Matthias and Aldris kind of just off in the distance in the wilderness because they're not going to be relevant for this fight because they're doing something separate.
Cool.
I will also say that Laura's brothers are not going to be relevant for this fight because they are completely inebriated.
I've got the
Yeah.
slightly drunk feature.
They've got the drug feature. But Laura is here and will help defend the camp.
One weapon attack. Okay, that is my bonus action though. All right, I'm dealing with a completely different character sheet, so sorry everybody. Here we go. Okay. All right. Is anybody have I know that Taz was being directly attacked by a pixie. Is he within range of a pixie currently?
Yes, Tazriel has... Let me put the pixie over here. Taz was being helped up from prone, so he had just stood up, and there's a pixie hovering by his nose.
Okay.
Or maybe left by his nose, in front of him because he stood up.
Okay, Vice just sees them converging and goes, fucking pixies.
Fucking pixies.
And is going to draw her rapier and her shield, and is going to bark over to Tazriel, you better fucking protect your neck, and is going to use Commander Strike as a bonus action. You can use your reaction to make a strike against this pixie that's on top of you right now, Tazriel, if you would like to, and add a d8 to that roll. I believe that's my superiority die size.
Yes.
To the attack,
You can
to the
also
damage,
sneak
or
attack
both?
on this because because Kiara is also in range of this pixie.
You can
Excellent.
use the reaction to make one weapon attack, adding the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Okay, so it's my.
Oh,
Okay, excellent,
hello.
excellent. Okay, so first off, my sneak attack.
Murder this
I am. It's 46. I can finally attack things without disadvantage.
Hell yes.
Psionic dagger whoop, in the hand, stabbing.
Just any guy.
Let's see. I need y'all to know that it's a 16, but it was almost a 3.
Ooh.
But 16 plus a 7, so it's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
My psionic. God, this has been a hot minute. What die does my psionic blades use?
I think it's a D6, right?
Yep, it is a D6, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 5 D6
Plus a D8.
plus a D8
Yeah.
plus 4.
That's that superiority, baby.
Okay,
How much murder does Taz do to this one tiny little guy?
this is one tiny little guy. God damn it, that was a 3. Okay, 3, 6, 10, 18 points of psychic damage to this creature.
Okay. This little ice creature kind of melts out of the air, like the light surrounding it goes dim, and its body just literally melts into like a puddle of snow on the
No,
ground.
that's kind of sad.
My God.
So that was my bonus action.
Yeah.
And with my movement, I am going to move to close with. I'm going to put myself between Neve and Awaish so that they are both within 5 feet of me, if I can. If I can do that, let me see. No. Actually, let me see. What do I have here? What do I have? 5 feet of you. Okay, please. Use your reaction or just clear story takes. Okay. Yes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to position myself between Awaish and Neve. I don't think I can move still. Sorry. I'm not sure.
It's okay.
Let me 1 second.
Oh,
Go
I
back,
thought you meant that you couldn't
turn.
move to us, and I was like, that's okay, Vice. You tried your best.
Can I?
You
move?
should be controlling. Oh yeah. I've assigned Vice to you, so I would click on right-click on Vice and then say Control.
Yeah, let's see if I can do that. Maybe I can. It's being a little goofy silly right now, so I'm not actually sure. But, maybe? No, it's not gonna let me do it, I don't think. Sadly. Wait, hold on. Yeah, here we go. Sorry,
There we go.
it just took a hot second. Okay, so that should be, like, you know what I can do? 20 feet, and then move back another 5. Okay, so I run up next to Awaish,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm going to use my action. I use 20 feet to run up next to Awaish, so I can get close enough to the pixie. I use my action to stab at it twice with my rapier.
Okay. Give me that first hit.
Okay, here we go, everybody. Bonk. That's that's a +7 is 14 to hit. 7 + 7.
That will not hit. It
Okay.
darts out of the way of her blade. It's very fast.
Yeah.
These little creatures are small and hard to hit because of that. They're not wearing any armor. They're just tiny.
Second attack. That's a lot better. That's 14 + 7, which will probably cover it. I'm
That
guessing.
will hit. With the whip back, she can catch the little creature on the tip of her blade.
Okay, absolutely excellent. That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. And Awaish, as she's standing next to you, you can hear her just like mumbling under her breath. And then she like pierces it, and she's gonna step back. She's gonna pivot back so that she can use the last remaining 5 feet to get herself between Neve and Awaish.
That pixie is taken out. Same thing. It just melts.
Fantastic. And as she pivots away, she just goes, "Fuck, this timing is fucking terrible."
The one of the
attractive,
pixies. gets an opportunity attack.
Yes.
Is going to make a
Rude.
slash at Vice with its icicle.
That is okay.
Vice, you have no idea how much you're helping with what I want to do right now.
Oh, good.
Because I was like, I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack if I move away.
That's what
it
it's here
misses.
for. Ha!
So this
Fuck you!
this pixie has used its reaction.
Absolutely fantastic. That is my entire turn.
Okay, great. And are you positioned where you want to be?
Let me move and drag myself if I can. I should be able to, right? I am
You'd be
currently.
able to WASD.
Bonk,
Yeah, there you
bonk, bonk. I'm here. But when I mapped it out, I was able to do it in 25. I just went a different direction than what I just did.
You went back and then forward, so
Yes.
that's what made it 40 feet.
go. It's all good. Great. Okay, next in the order is going to be Kiara.
I was trying to draw a 30-foot circle around myself. Just, oop, there we go. All right. Hello. All right.
Circle around yourself.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
shit.
go.
Yep.
That's
So-
big.
Kiara is going to look around, see a bazillion of them, and then quickly close her eyes and mutter something under her breath. And as she does that, a bright, intense light that's going to need most people in this dark area to squint. As she bursts in still light, or this magical light bursts out of her as she channels her divinity with the radiance of the dawn. And what this does is it dispels any magical darkness within 30 feet. So, okay, so this... I think it says 30 feet, so I don't know if that's 30-foot radius. It's
Usually
within 30
it would
feet of
be
me. So,
radius.
okay. Every hostile creature within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It's a DC 16.
Amazing. DC 16. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these sprites are going to need to roll on saves. So I'm going to start from the top and go down.
Hell,
That
oh my
is-
god, that was insane damage.
And these are con saves. These guys have +1 to Constitution, so that is fail, 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 success, success. You've hit 4 out of them.
21 radiant damage to every failure, and half as much to the one that passed.
All 6 of the sprites within that 30-foot radius, as it bursts out, almost in this like cone of light. I think even our far away characters can see this like illuminating beacon through the woods.
Maddie.
And then when the light disperses, the 6 pixies, like the 6 lights that were glowing through the trees and approaching you, have just gone.
Yeah.
They burst like little ice fireworks.
Oh yeah. This is the magic of having a battle character sheet. I can actually see all my shit in one place and be like, oh, I can do a thing.
Yeah. The rest of the creatures who are approaching from the other side of the campsite begin to like there's this hissing battle cry.
Alright, I gotta
see
change
more
my
of them.
plan real quickly.
I'm just thinking about the wee McFeagles from Terry Pratchett. Just like little Scots face.
So that was Kiara's divinity. And then that was her action. And so as a bonus action, I don't have any AoE bonus actions, but we're gonna do a cleric classic and gonna throw out a spiritual kitty paw.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon, and there's still some outside the radius in terms of pixies, so Kiara's
Yes.
just gonna pop it up. I think Barden's up there. Probably, so I think it's 20 feet away from her. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong thing, but just kind of closer to Oash, because that seems to be where there's more things around.
Over here.
I don't think you can pop up anywhere and take an attack this round because there's nothing within 20. No enemy combatants, given what just happened within 20 feet. So it's just gonna wait until the next round. But spiritual weapon has been summoned at. I will just do second level.
Okay, great. And I can pull up a little spiritual weapon for you.
Sweet, thank you.
You said a cat paw?
Yeah, I think that's what Kiara's spiritual weapon has been.
Yeah.
It just like bats at things.
Here we go. Where would you like this to be?
Like, where? Do you see where my 0 feet is? Like where I'm kind of looking near the edge of the water? Yeah, down there.
There.
Kitty paw.
Great.
Oh no.
Great.
Your spiritual weapon might get a little marked as a warning, but
Keep in
is
mind,
it not?
Although Baldur's Gate has spiritual weapon have hit points, spiritual weapon doesn't actually have hit points. It's
Oh,
just
Baldur's
about-
Gate, you've ruined me.
I don't know how to delete this area effect circle now.
Oh, I
You
can
might have to do that,
don't worry.
Alex.
Great. Okay. Are you done with your turn?
Yes, that is the end of Kiara's turn. She's gonna stay within reach of Taz just to see if her presence gives him advantage on something that comes near us.
You're kind of by a bush right now.
Yeah, okay, well then I'll move.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice. Next in the order after Kiara is Tazriel.
As you say, you're gonna stay in reach of Taz. He goes running away down to the
Of course he
south.
does. Tracks.
Why can't I move my other side?
Taz, could you do me a favor and give me a quick dexterity check? This could be acrobatics if you want to leap. You're just by the edge of a frozen pond that's underneath some snow right now, and I don't want you to slip. I mean, I do want you to slip, but...
I do want you to slip. Okay, well, Alex, I rolled a 3, which is in total a 7.
Okay, you need to spend half your movement speed if you want to. You fall prone as you slip on the ice, and you just stand back up again.
Okay. So, did I fall prone before I moved any movement at all, or like?
No.
Or did I
and
move
you
5 feet?
you move 5 feet and then fall prone.
Okay, so that means I have 35 movement right now.
So you've got 15 movement left.
I got.
If you
Okay,
want
that's
to
fine.
stand up.
That's fine. Yeah. So I stand up and I have 15 movement left. So that I think that puts me right here. Stop. Okay, can't see anything. Stop. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go right here. 5, 10, 15, which is fine because I can still see little guys. First one I'm gonna deal with is this little homie over here. That's like northwest of Darren. So I'm gonna throw my main psionic dagger at it.
The one by the campfire? That one?
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's my little icon. 16 plus 7, so 20, another 23.
That'll hit?
Yeah, d6 of damage plus my 9 points of psychic damage.
That one
Per
melts
second,
into
yeah.
snow as well.
Excellent. And then the second attack, which I get as my bonus action, I'm gonna do this one that's like south of me, like nearest me. All right. Is a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit.
Awesome. And that is gonna be 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay. That one does not fall.
Motherfucker. Okay. All right.
You see its wings like droop visibly, and it kind of falls to the side, but it's still holding up this tiny little ice sickle.
I think Taz will say, I don't know if you can understand me, but you'll die if you stay here. And that's his turn.
Okay, so 7 points of damage on that one. Right there. Okay, next in the order after Tazriel is Laura.
Yeah.
Go, Laura, go. Go, Laura, go. She is going to cast a spell. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what I want. From Laura pulls out their orb, their sort of moon-like reflective orb that they have, and then reaches up to the sky, and you see a similar orb form in their other hand, but it's kind of like warbling and shifting. Looks very similar to the reflection of a moon in water as it moves, and hurls it towards one of the pixies. I think it's approaching, just the closest one that's approaching Barden and them by this other tent. It's going to make a ranged spell attack to hit with a natural 20. Go off, bestie. So that's going to be 2d8. They are casting Chaos Bolt. So we've got some fun. A 7 and a 2. Going to make this psychic damage similar to Tazriel. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 1d6 is 22 points of damage, and the chaotic energy is not gonna leap to one of the other pixies, but the closest pixie just explodes in a similar, like, ice shards and then melting out of thin air. And then they are going to quick cast another spell. I think they're going to twin cast Firebolt, and they're going to send it towards the pixie behind, which is going to be a miss. So another fireball, like the pixie zips out of the way, and it smashes into a rock behind and explodes with a puff of flame, melting a bit of snow off of it. And that is Laura's turn. They're going to move a little bit more towards the campfire over here. And next in the order are the pixies. Okay, bear with me, I've got a lot of these guys, and they can do a few different things. So, first, make sure you can see which ones I'm highlighting. This closest pixie, the one that was damaged, there, is going to cast Sleet Storm on this
Magic!
Wait, that guy up at the top, did I not kill him? I thought I
no, you did 7 damage. There was one by the campfire that you killed.
Oh.
Did you want to kill another one? Did you want to hit another one instead?
No, sorry. My internet like stalled for a second, so it pinged elsewhere. I was like, oh wait, did I not kill it? Yeah, you're good. Sorry.
Okay.
Sleet? What did you say? Sleet what?
Fucking Sleet
Sleet Storm.
We've never been Sleet Stormed before.
You've never been Sleet Storm before. So, until the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall on a 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range. The area is heavily obscured, and exposed flames in the area are doused. The ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. When a creature enters the spell areas for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, they must make a dex save. On a failed save, it falls prone. And if a creature is concentrating in the spell's area, it must make a successful con save or lose concentration in this moment. So, I don't think anyone is concentrating, but I'm going to make...
Hey, wizard!
Kiara has a...
Does anyone have a
weapon up?
What's up?
Does anyone have a counterspell
You want me to
for us,
counterspell
maybe?
that? Do you want me to? Begging little wizard for a counterspell? I thought y'all were tough.
Seems like a pretty big area of effect. Would be a shame
Alright,
if it
I'll
got literally all of us.
I'll fucking dance.
Is this your first counterspell?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. You gotta describe to me what the casting of this magic looks like so that I can describe casting counterspell on it.
Awaish, your ears pop. The weather changes. You feel in your bones a storm coming. And it hurts. It's wrong. And that gravity shift, that pull, that pressure change that happens when a storm comes on, it is centered on this tiny, hatefully angry creature with piercing blue eyes, maybe 20 feet in front of you, as it pulls back this ice, this little curved blade, and raises it to the sky.
Okay. Yeah, since this is the first time that Awaish has cast this, they've definitely like studied negation magic before, but what I am choosing to believe is that the culmination of all that study has come into this moment of when something just clicks in your head in a way that it hasn't before, and it's because they so desperately hate the feeling and the magic that is being propagated in this moment, that they just fling a hand out towards this little pixie creature, and all of the runes just shuffle off of that arm in like a screaming mass towards the sickle and like wrap around the ice that is forming and like squeeze it to try to break it. And that's their counterspell.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That Sleet Storm is counterspelled because it is a 3rd level spell, and counterspell is also a 3rd level spell, so you don't need to roll for it. Which is great. So that pixie just angrily is going to move up to... move up to...
Fuck yes.
Fine.
Over here to engage with you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You wouldn't do it for Maddie, but you did it for Vice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pixel,
exactly.
The pixie
Vice is
behind
like,
is going to
oh,
move
my
over
fucking
here.
knee. Her joints just abruptly start
Literally
hurting
the same.
because of the storm.
Same. It's just like, I am not having arthritis today. Fuck you.
Okay, and then this pixie is going to cast Snillock's Snowball Swarm.
No. Well,
Yeah,
so I
see.
need... Actually, it's going to do that before this other pixie moves. So, just going to say, before that other pixie moves over, the one that is next to it was also simultaneously casting a spell. And I'm going to need every creature in a 5-foot radius of a point of my choosing. So that's going to be... Let's see if I can get you all. No.
Yeah.
No, I want...
Why don't you try to get Tazriel in a wish?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
why don't you get us?
do... I think I can get all 3 of you if I just place it correctly. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's gonna be Taz, Awaish, and Vice are gonna be.
okay.
Tell
but
me the
not-
name again, Alex.
Second, I want to clear this. So that's going to be, I need a save from, a dexterity saving throw from Tazriel, Vice, and Awaish.
Okay,
25.
dexterity saving throw. Oh, fuck yes. 22.
Yeah.
Almost up there.
Give me one margarita. Oh, so excited to be playing a fighter. I love these little guys.
I love
Sarah?
her.
What is that face?
Face of a man who just rolled a 9.
No.
Okay, with a burst of, like, raising up from the snow at your feet, you see these little white, like, pebbles, and then they just burst around your ankles. And Awaish, you're going to take 13 halved to 6 halved to 3. Sorry, no, not halved. You failed. You're going to take 13 halved to 6 cold damage because you are
Yeah, because
resistant to
I'm
cold.
resistant.
Vice, you're going to take 6 points of cold damage. And then Taz, sorry, what did you roll?
A 25.
A 25, you're also going to take 6 points of cold damage.
I don't think I'm taking anything actually.
Uh-huh.
Oh, rogue shit.
Rogue
Oh,
shit.
I
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
dex
dexterity
save.
saving
Yeah.
throw, baby.
Evasion! Woo!
Ugh.
I do have to say, I love being in the waste where everyone's like, ooh, that cold magic. I love it so much. Helpful for me.
Amazing. So that is that creature, and then it also moves up, kind of, sort of flanking, I think, by Darren, actually, like they're floating around each other. Then this pixie is going to cast Ice Knife on
Damn!
Vice.
These motherfuckers.
Oh no.
These
I got
motherfuckers.
ice spells.
Ice Knife's gonna hit like
It'll get Neve and Awaish, which is sad.
Yeah. It's okay. I do have healing spells now. So
not my
it's-
pupil. You have healing spells?
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm
Wizard with
hot
some
now.
healing.
Wizards can
that is
have
gonna
healing.
be 16 to hit Vice.
No, with my shield on, I have an AC of 18.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, she raises her shield as the ice knife is like coming towards her and just shatters it against the shield.
Yeah, baby.
Amazing. On a hit or a miss, the shard then explodes. So it explodes off of the shield, The target and each creature within 5 feet must also succeed on a dex save. So that is going to be
fucking dex
Awaish and
saves.
Neve.
Okay.
I think also
Come on, Neve.
me.
And Vice. Yeah.
Dex save. That one was worse. That's an
Jesus Christ. I'm not doing well on these saves. That's
Uh-oh.
a 10.
Okay. That's a fail. Awaish, you take 3 halved to 1. You take 1 cold damage.
I failed.
Failing is
So I also take 3.
You take
Yes.
3 points of cold damage.
It's alright. She's doing great. She's doing great.
And Neve succeeded, so takes no damage.
Good job, bestie.
Amazing. I'm gonna do another ice knife from this distant one, but this is gonna be on Novel.
Oh.
So I am going to roll to hit.
Don't any of these
does a-
motherfuckers melee?
Their icicle does 1 point of slashing damage.
Fuck.
That's gonna be a 16 to hit Novel.
That is 16.
Okay, that will
Sorry.
hit. You take 1d10 cold damage. That's 10.
Boo! Boo!
10 cold damage to Novel as
Jesus.
this ice knife slashes and then explodes. I'm gonna need you to give me a dex save.
Damn. Okay.
Disgusting.
Oh, that was almost a 20. It's a 3.
Okay, and then an additional 3 points of cold damage.
Yeah.
You see as the ice knife explodes, it just kind of shatters harmlessly off the incredibly furry coat of your goat. Cannot take cold
Thankfully.
damage. Too furry.
Too furry.
Too furry for cold. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rest of the creatures, let's see what they've got. We're gonna have, I think, Frostbite. Look at all my cold beam spells. Do you like them?
There's
love
so
them.
fucking many spells. I'm dying.
I
I
love that
love
for you,
your cold
Alex.
spells.
Thank you.
I wish you did
okay.
cold spells all the time.
I want. Let's see. The range on Frostbite is 60 feet. Great. Kiara, could you give me a con save?
I can't wait. Not the warm baby. Oh, wait. Is it a con save or this is not my concentration check yet, right?
No, not a concentration. This is just Constitution because they're freezing you.
Natty
So.
20.
Great.
Nice.
You take no damage. So that's 1 for Kiara. Tazriel, could you give me a Constitution save?
Actually, I refuse to do so. I just succeed.
Great. Cool.
Nope. That's gonna be a 6.
Okay. You take 3 cold damage, and you have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll you make before the end of your next turn. So the first attack you make on your next turn has disadvantage. Which means
If it's a weapon.
If it's a weapon, I'm gonna count your psychic daggers as weapons.
I've got cantrips. It's fine.
Great. Okay, and then let's see. That's 1, 2, 1 more on Vice. Could you give me a con save for Vice?
Yes. Con save. That's a 19.
Okay, no damage. And then let's see. 1 for Laura. That is a success. And then the final 2. Let's do 1 on Awaish. Could you give me a con save?
Okay. What's my concentration? Pretty. It's okay. It's all right. Finally, 20, not natural.
Great. You take no cold damage. And the final attack, let's do 1 more on Kiara because of the big blast that you did. Another con save from Kiara.
Okay, I don't know what's happening, but that was another natural 20.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
No cold damage. Okay, great. And that is the end of these Pixie's turn. I'm going to move some of them in as they just kind of fly towards the rest of your group. But next in the order is going to be Novel.
Please,
Don't
get
call
closer.
first.
No. Stay where you are, Pixies. Hang out over there. In a
I'll
conveniently placed group.
Shall I give you a minute to settle them in?
Yeah, there we go.
What the fuck?
Okay.
What is this?
Oh, that's perfect.
Most of them
Everything
are
fun happens when you're not here.
Yeah, most of them are congregating by the campfire. They seem to not be fans of the fire.
We're gonna traumatize you so much you can never leave the party again.
All right, they're all settled. It's your turn.
Okay, I love the idea of Barden was sat down, you know, like it's all right. We'll get something interesting soon. And then suddenly fairies and Barden's just like, sort out your lucky day. And she's gonna bound.
Glory.
She's just gonna but she's gonna almost excitedly like trying to it in a weird way, hoping to cheer up her sword.
Yeah.
Like give them a bit of action. So gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, get between Neve and Vice as close as I can get. And I'm gonna try and okay, yeah. Sorry, bonus action. Sorry, I can't find you guys. There we go. Bonus action rage, of course. I'm also going to rage with my tail. But because there's a lot going on right now, the tail is winding around her waist. Just as like we'll wait and see. You know, there is Laura here. If Laura wasn't here, it would be all, you know, all fun and games. But yeah, I'm going to... Sorry, I'm just trying to find everything. So I'm gonna rage, and I'm going to. I want to try and so not with the flat of my blade, but try and swing from right to left to try and get those fairies, either hit them or whack them towards the fire.
Interesting. Okay, great. Now, one thing I want to
Either I
say
slash
is
them.
I've been allowing you guys to do some like carryover damage. So if you want to try and hit 2 fairies with 1 swipe, I will allow you to do that, but I'm going to have you take a -2 to whatever you roll.
Gotcha. Okay, so sorry, trying to remember again. But yeah. So double-handed -2.
Oh
no, a 26. Does that hit?
Yes, that will hit.
Does that hit 2 fairies?
You catch them perfectly on your blade, as like they kind of are flying towards and lining up, and you cut them out of midair, just bounding through over the campfire. And would you roll damage for me, including your rage damage?
Okay, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna roll damage. Is that 2? Do you want me to roll twice?
No, just roll 1 time.
Just once. Okay. Oh, that's a 15. Am I plussing anything? 1 second. +2? Yeah, so 17.
And
Do
both
they have
of them...
any do they have any extra deals going on that could be relevant to my blade? Okay.
They are fey. They're not.
Are you asking for sales? Any deals going on?
No,
Yeah,
they
any
don't
deals.
take any additional damage from your blade.
Yeah.
But they do burst into ice. And you've taken out those 2 closest to Neve.
And just down and ready to take my next thing if someone's close. But just before that, to Neve, are you alright?
I'm just fine. You don't have to surround me every time we get attacked.
Fine. And then goes forward to which one's the ones I got?
I just despawned them. So the 2 that
Fine.
were closest, and now there
Okay.
are the ones that are left are still there.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit more of my movement because I've got 35, and I'm gonna try and get this guy.
Great.
Just 1 this time.
Mhm.
That's a 14. Oh, wait,
14.
+1. That's 15.
15 will hit.
Yes.
Because your
Double-handed
weapon is
again,
magic.
and it's like back. Sorry, my blanket's in the way because it went that way and then back down, and that's a 12.
Okay, and that next one explodes on the blade. She drinks it up eagerly.
My sword drinks it up.
Yeah, it drinks it up.
She's
Tasty.
happy.
I'm gonna also say, now that you guys have destroyed a bunch of these pixies, one thing worth noting, the way that they die, it seems more like they're manifestations of nature than like full embodied creatures. They're kind of returning to the snow that they were called from.
That's really cool.
Wait. Does that mean that like we could assume it's nature telling us to leave, or just they are nature based, so they're going back?
It's more. This is how these creatures manifest in the wastes, particularly. The wastes are hostile. Many creatures can come from the waste. Like, there's something about this place that just brings forth these things. Yeah. All right. Is that your turn? Are you moving any at all? Or are you going to stay where you are, Novel?
Sorry, just double checking where I am. I think that's all my movement. I'm just going to stay there and ready up.
Okay, great. Next in the order after Novel is going to be Neve. And Neve is going to use a cantrip. She's going to cast a little firebolt over I think Oash's shoulder to the one that's between Vice and Oash. Not really over Oash's shoulder, more like under Oash's arm with her height.
Cute.
And that it unfortunately misses, but it kind of like sails off into the dark and illuminates past the two blue glows that you see approaching you, and just pings off of this little like more open path that you guys had traveled to this area from. And unfortunately, having done a cantrip, she just kind of scoots around towards where you have a lantern that's lit behind all of you. This way. There we go. That is Neve's turn.
I think it was my turn.
Yeah.
It skipped.
Oh, did we?
You skipped over me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
all right,
Oash
amazing. Oh yes, Oash. Sorry. Let me.
Okay.
Oh wait.
What?
What do you do?
Oh, I thought you said, oh, wait. I was like, what? Okay. This has changed 15 times, as it always does when you're a wizard close to the end of initiative. But I do have a plan. I'm going to move from here, provoking an opportunity attack from this pixie in front of me.
Okay. That is an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, you take 1 slashing damage. And can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
I am going to use a reaction if I can, please.
Yeah.
I have a fighting style called Interception. When a creature I see hits a target other than me within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1d10 plus 3 to a minimum, whatever. She's going to try and use her shield. She's going to whip around from where her shield sort of shattered that ice knife and thrust it in front of Oash. To intercept this creature's attack.
Cool. My con save was an 18.
Okay, great. So you actually, technically you don't have to make it because the blade isn't going to hit at all. It's going to get caught on the shield now. So whatever effect the blade does is negated by Vice's interception. You don't take any damage.
How interesting. Very cool. Okay, so having deftly avoided, I'm going to then get in this creature's space, moving around so that I don't go out of its area of attack and provoke an opportunity attack there. And then, Jesus Christ, I'm going to cast lightning. Nope, that's a circle. We don't want a circle. We want a line. I'm going to cast lightning bolt along this line.
Yeah.
These 3 pixies.
Very nicely lined up.
Yes. All right, so I need them all to make a this dex save, DC 16.
Okay, Pixie in front of you is a success. Pixie down the line is same roll, success. And then Pixie down the line is still a success.
Okay, so they're going to take half of this.
They're pretty
damage.
dexterous because they fly around, but they will take half that damage.
I knew they would probably make it through, but I'm just counting on
Yeah,
know,
that was a
output.
16 plus 5 for each of them, so 21.
Okay, good shit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll roll these first. Okay. 10, 12, 15, 18, and then that's not full.
God damn.
18, 3. Oh, I'm rolling very well. 24, 29, 31. So 15 damage.
Okay, that is going to explode every single one of those pixies that as they try to get dodged out of the way, this single line of lightning crackles out and just bursts them like a bug flying into a lamp.
I have one of those little like electric swatters that we have in our apartment. It's just an electric swatter that zzz out and kills them.
Yes, I think I can give you a thunder noise for it. Here we go.
Thanks.
Did it go?
So nice. I can't hear any of the noise in One More Multiverse, unfortunately, but I love it in my heart.
It's a great fireworks display.
Amazing. And I missed Taz. I didn't hit Taz this time. I've gotten better at not hitting allies with my lightning bolt.
Taz would have been fine. It's okay.
There we
Hit
go.
him.
No!
Maybe that was a little too big. But those pixies go down.
Hell yeah.
If it's a
You
dex
also, I
save,
think, strike the tree behind and just singe it black.
What? Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Get singed, tree.
Great.
And then, let's see. That's my action. That's part of my movement. I moved 15 feet. Do I have any bonus actions to take? I have a Misty Step, but I don't really want to waste a spell slot on Misty Stepping, so... okay. That's not real. And then I am going to just move over here. And I'll just direct Darren to get close and stay hung by Neve.
Great.
Keep an eye on her. And that's my turn.
Okay. After Oasha's turn, something's happening.
Matthias.
Woods.
Okay, but does
lost in the woods?
did Matthias see that Kiara's bright light?
Yes, there was a bright light that he saw.
You've seen Kiara's Radiance of the Dawn before. You know what that shit looks like.
I am assuming he can hear far off screams and booms
Yes.
and smell blood
This
or
is
some shit. Smell sulfur.
Yeah. That like ozone from the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Darren. I think Darren's gonna go slam on a pixie.
Yeah, maybe he'll even kill something.
There's the one that Taz had hit that's got the like wilted wings. So
Yeah, fuck that guy up. Get him, Darren.
what's he got to hit? Do you have that, Sarah?
There's a book slam. Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
That is a +3 to hit.
Okay, he hits.
Yay!
Good job, buddy.
Got
That's
a
the first time I think
16.
the slam has worked.
a little
And
lad.
then, like, 3 points of damage, right?
1d4 + 1 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, so 3.
Okay, look, I'm gonna roll my very cute little
Aww.
Darren D4. Oh, he got 3 + 1 is 4 points of damage. He slams his pages closed on one of these pixies, and then as it pulls back, you can see the like imprint of the water just drip off of the
Fuck.
page.
I wanted to get a little pixie in there. That would have been perfect.
No, I'll say that he gets a little pixie in there. You got the outline of
You're
like the
so
smashed
nice to me.
pixie.
Oh my god, you're gonna have a pressed pixie instead of pressed flowers?
Yeah, you got a press pixie.
That's a little horrifying considering the fact that, you know, he would have to like dry the pixie like immediately. It's not just like squish it in there. You have to like desiccate it.
I
Darren
completely
dries
took the
ink.
magic out of them.
He sucks ink.
Ooh.
Also, that just reminds me of there's actually a press fairy book I remember reading as a child. Like someone had made illustrations as if the fairies had been
Yep.
squished. It was so good. And now
my
that's
God.
a terrifying chapter in
The book
It-
is Darren.
his
wait.
life now.
Give me an Arcana check.
Got to suck.
I love making Arcana checks.
Sorry.
I rolled a 3.
Okay,
That's a 14.
a 14. The DC is
I
15.
love my Arcana
Do
stat.
you want to use a point of inspiration?
What?
Do you want to use a point of inspiration to reroll? Because I want to give. It's really cool.
Okay. All right. What if I roll worse?
Well,
And a 3.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
What if I roll worse than a 3? I didn't. Okay. That's a 19.
Okay, great. As Darren pulls back with this pixie's body, there are these faint little white runes around it. So if you want to, if you take the time to learn it, like spend the gold on it, you have the beginnings of the spell Sleet Storm in your book now.
This is our house. Are we learning from the island?
Yeah.
We're learning magic from the... I love that so much.
So you can study the pixie's body to learn the spell that it was able to get.
Fantasy science dissection class.
Yeah. Okay, great. That was Darren's turn.
wizard.
He kind of like looks towards Oish, and you hear a delicious. And then after Darren, he was last in initiative. We are back to Vice.
That's Oish's actual laugh in Darren's head. Oish does laugh at that.
so the pixie that's currently in front of Darren has been annihilated,
Oh
correct?
yeah, that one just got mushed. Yep. There we go.
Okay. So I'm gonna move to this pixie down here. Oops, I gotta click. Hold on. I click. 5 feet. I stab it. I stab it. With my sword. Here we go.
Sword.
Jesus, that fucking sucks. That was a 13.
That misses.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. Oh my god, that was worse! Miss.
I think she might have a superiority effect that can add something to hit, right?
Potentially. But it's okay. Commander strike, rally, maneuvering attack, tactical assessment. I think it's all to damage. And I have to hit for all of these to happen. Yeah, I think she just like stabs, but can't quite make it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. That's all that she's gonna do. She like gives it a shot, and I don't want to burn her action surge because it's just pixies. Unless well, we are gonna take a short rest soon, right? It's the end of the day. Ah, fuck it. Action surge. Fuck you.
Great.
So she's gonna try and she's like fucking hold still.
Hold still.
That one was a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. 17, which is my D8 plus my D4, which is 11 points of damage on my first attack. Does it die?
The tip of the sword catches through the wing of the pixie, and then because she's so angry, flings it away, and it like melts in midair as it gets flung.
Fabulous. I have one more attack. I would love to see if I can close with a pixie that's closer to the fire and try and stab that guy.
I think you have enough movement.
I have to make my way through the sheep. Oh, hell yeah, 20 feet. Just stab that one. Come here.
Okay.
Yes! That is a natural 20.
Amazing.
So I'm doubling. I have
you
not
wanna-
rolled a natural 20 in so long.
Bare hand, throw it in the fire.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Neither of her hands are free, but she will use her shield to kind of like bring it back and like serve it, tennis serve into the fire with her backhand on the shield. Just into the flames.
Great. You see this one as it's gone into the flames. That tiny little sickle thing drops to the edge of the campfire and kind of rolls out.
Ding, 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 ding. I'll pick that up. I'll grab that.
You get it. Vice gets it.
Fuck yeah. Nice. Okay.
Put it in Vice's inventory.
An ice sickle. Okay. All right. I think that's my entire turn.
Great. Nice job on Vice. After Vice, we are back to Kiara.
Is there a... Do we only have 4 pixies within Kiara's side
There
at
are
this point?
2 behind here. Let me move them closer, actually. There are 2 kind of by your cart, by the other tent here, that have been... one of them targeted you with frostbite. It's like kind of behind enough. Let me ping for you.
Oh, yeah, I see. The reason I was asking was because I'm trying to see if there's anything within 20 feet of the spiritual weapon that is not
There's one right here.
That's not the one that Vice is fighting, right?
Nope.
No.
There's one
Okay.
behind the spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
That was
so,
kind of still in the woods over here that it can see. That you can see.
all right. Kitty Pie is gonna try to slap a fairy.
Yeah.
Slap them.
So that's the bonus action. I said I was gonna just do it at 2nd level. Where is spiritual weapon? Okay. So, that is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit. Pew!
Punch that fucker.
That thing has a +8 to hit, which is real nice. 1d8 plus 4 damage. Okay. That is going to be 10 force damage. Looks like spiritual weapon does.
The sort of cat paw thing where like cats are kind of bats at the creature and then slams it down into the dirt, and you also get that like little wet imprint of the
Hell
fairy.
yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. So, and then for her action, she's going to throw 2 Eldritch Blasts towards the 2 that are grouped behind the yakety yak.
Nice.
Do I roll once or twice?
You roll twice.
Twice. Okay. So that is 22 on the first one,
That'll hit.
and 19 on the second one.
Both will hit. Are you using force damage or your traditional fire damage for your?
We're gonna
Second
do
blast.
fire because they're being icy, and that makes Kara want to slap back with heat.
Okay. 2 little Eldritch Fire Blasts.
So it is. Okay, so if it's 1d10 plus 4, is it 1d10 plus 4 for each beam?
Yes.
Okay, so then that is 11 for the first pixie, and 11 again for the second one.
Both of them burst into flames, and with the fire damage, once again, you see 2 more little icicles drop into the snow there.
Yeah. All right, that's her turn.
Nice. After Kiara, we are back to Taz.
Okay, so the one in front of Vice still there?
No, I killed
Or
it.
okay, that little guy's dead. Okay.
There's actually, I think there's only one
That guy
left
up
that you
there.
can see.
Yep, I'm gonna go get him.
Great.
I'm gonna go get
Keep
him.
in mind you have disadvantage on the first attack roll,
That's fine.
unless you want to use your cantrip that you mentioned.
I might just do my 2 attacks. Okay.
I
what's
just
going
picture
on?
Taz like running across the whole thing, be like, I got him!
If I can move, what is happening?
You might just be between some creatures.
Is it? Okay, there we go. Wait. Is it still Kiara's turn? Is it my turn?
It should be Taz's turn.
Let's see.
There we go.
Weird. Okay, I can't move him correctly. I'm gonna use my current demon powers. 10, 15, 20.
Just scoot
25.
him.
There we go.
Boot scooting, baby.
We're just gonna use them right there. Okay. 2 daggers. The first one is gonna be a disadvantage, which I can't get sneak attack one or the other. Yeah.
No.
With disadvantage, that's 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Ah!
I love when you do that. I love picturing Tazrael with the huge antlers and the big tusk just going.
It's canon. Okay. That's gonna be 9 points of psychic damage for the first attack. It is
And
still
that
up.
will take out the final pixie.
Hell yeah.
You see in the distance maybe like 3 or 4 more little blue glows, but they are moving away from all of you. Your campfire is still lit, and for the time being, it seems like there are no more of these little creatures. I'm going to take us out of combat.
Nice.
I think Taz will go gather up those 2 sickles that were dropped.
Great.
Wish will. dust themselves off a bit and look around and go, all right, where the fuck is Matthias?
And Aldrich?
Vices. Alex, do you want to do this or should I? I don't know.
I'll do it. Vice kind of sighs, and I told Matthias to go scouting, to keep an eye on that hunter.
I know I almost never do this, Alex, but I really want to be a nosy bitch today. Can I roll insight?
Yeah.
Fell off the table. Okay. What do I have to insight? It's a 21.
21?
That was a sound.
I just don't use insight a lot, so I had no idea what it was. Real good.
Vice seems really anxious.
Bestie.
You had heard her saying, like, under her breath, fuck, and the timing was bad. So, maybe, like, she sent him out to do something in particular, but she's more worried than she's letting on.
Would you like me to use one of these? Like, pulls out the tiny little carving.
Yes, maybe once we've checked all of our wounds, we can just send out the signal. If there are truly strange creatures lurking tonight, as Quar had said, well, there are those in the wastes every evening, but it is not the best time to be away from the campsite. Especially not with the attention we might have just drawn from the light and the noise.
All right.
Speaking of injured inventory. Yeah. Speaking of injured inventory, who's hurt?
I'm missing like 4 hit points. I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't have enough to like justify using a spell slot.
Well, remember, Warlock.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you want to give it back to me, I'll take it.
Wish, how much are you down? Oh yeah, do you even you don't
8
probably don't want it.
points.
Okay. Also, you're Wish.
Oh yeah.
Are you okay, Novel? Or sorry, Barden. Are you okay, Barden?
Does Neve make that mistake out in the open?
Yes, but the only one who I think would have a chance of overhearing it is Laura.
They're a sorcerer. How smart could they be?
The thing
She
is,
doesn't-
Barden lets
doesn't pick up on it.
lets it roll off, and she's like, "Oh, me? I took a few points down. At the base. It's just a bit. It's just a. I think the berry got her on the face because she has like a big furry coat, so it's just like probably like a nice looking, like, I don't know, maybe even just like, it's fine. I'll just stab it. It'll be fine. Thank you, though. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, does anybody want healing or nah?
I'll take some.
Okay, well, I
If
rolled
you're
a billion,
offering.
so... Because I have to... My pack spell slots are at 2nd level, so you regained 3d8 plus 4, or something like that. Yeah, 3d8
Excellent.
plus 4. I mean, you'll...
Yeah. I'm so full.
You're full of warmth and goodness. Okay. As the rest of the party, concerned, worried, Matthias, you are out in the dark. And you are aware that there are more people out in the dark than just you. I think the closest person that you are aware of is Aldris. That he's also out here, and he seems to be hot on the trail of something.
Fuck. Does it seem like can I get behind him and follow him?
Yeah, give me your perception check with advantage.
Absolutely. Okay. 23.
Excellent. I think he had kind of stepped out around the same time that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe paying attention there. You both took different paths, like through the woods to like kind of scatter around the area at first. I think you're both pretty familiar with this area as well. Aldous moves swiftly and quietly. But this is your territory, like not his. He is not of the wastes, the same way that you have become. So you swiftly begin to track him through the trees instead of like him, maybe following the path that you were taking side by side. And in particular, you are paying attention to the way that he's moving. He seems to have identified something that he is looking for and is pursuing it. More of these trees, even in the moonlight, you can see more of the branched trees he's following, but he's also following an area where trees have just been broken. Like branches are broken, like bits and pieces of devastation that has been wrought in this area now.
Shit. Okay. Being around this guy sucks, but not being able to see where he is worse. Much worse. Oh boy. Cool. Oh man. Does he seem distracted enough, like focused enough that I could potentially slip away and like dip without him noticing?
I would say if it were a video game, he's like actively making perception checks constantly. Like he's on the hunt right now for anything moving in the woods. So unless you might have a chance to slip away, and I'd give you a stealth check for it. But he is a hunter and he's on the prowl.
Okay, better to stay behind him, I think. So I'm gonna keep following. Okay.
After maybe 20 or 30 minutes of this, like following behind, he stops almost abruptly, and you see that in front of where he stopped, like just through the haze of the darkness now, where it's become a little more thickly wooded, there is a set of 3 trees that have grown together. 1, 2, 3, and their branches have become intertwined in a very strange pattern, this trio. And he kind of stops like before he approaches the 3 of them and looks around, looks behind him. Could you give me a stealth check with advantage?
Yes. Okay. Come on. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Success.
Okay. God.
He looks around and calls out kind of softly. I know you're out there. I've killed you 3 times before. How are you? Describe to me how you're hiding. Are you kind of like hunched back behind some bushes? Are you?
Yeah, he, I think he's like really he's just trying to make use of like everything that is around him. So snowdrifts, low-lying like brush, potentially like other copses of trees that have grown closer together. He's like really relying on blending in with the like shades and shadows, and is like hunkering down, like getting down behind stuff. Even maybe like at some points, like if this guy's posted up in a certain area, he might like get down in the snow and like cover himself.
I like that.
But yeah.
Okay. Now, I have another check thing that I wanted to do. Sloan.
Yeah.
Before the episode started, you said you were kind of interested in exploring an arc with Matthias.
Uh-huh.
So I want to do a quick consent check-in before I do anything interesting here. How do you feel about your character being potentially controlled by an NPC, or like losing some agency because an NPC is manipulating them or turning them against party members?
Well, currently, I would like Matthias to stay. Like, I don't want him to leave. So, I am fine with him being controlled, but I don't want him
not to
leave
go elsewhere.
I don't want him to leave the campaign.
Okay.
Right now.
Cool. Good check. All right. So then that changes a little bit of this. So as Aldrich is kind of looking and you're hiding back here, Maddie, you begin to hear just these soft, quiet, like snuffling, crying noises from a little bit to your left.
Oh my. What is over there?
You like sneak this glance over, and it looks like a fawn, a satyr, a little bit more animalistic than a traditional satyr, like not quite a centaur, not quite a satyr, but very like these long hind legs and another set of legs. If a centaur was a little more upright almost, so like a 3-leg centaur. Satyr appears to be a young girl with these like long braids of white hair, a blush of cheeks, very pale, like someone who's lived in the waste for a long time, but these like tiny white horns that are coming out through these braids falling down, soft pink eyes, and like hiding down kind of a little bit to the right of where you are in the bushes with this hood pulled up, this like soft white hood that would blend in with the snow.
Shit. What's the chucklefuck doing?
He's scoping around where these 3 trees are, still kind of like calling out softly. I know you're here.
Fuck. I have this like really just falling feeling in my gut. I want to create a distraction to try and allow this creature time to run away. I think with how strong Matthias is, he is fast as fuck. So I'm really wondering if maybe I couldn't just try and sprint.
Yeah.
And get
away?
Yes, and try and lead him away from this creature. My ideal situation would be that I would be able to like create enough of a distraction and then loop back around and check in on this person who seems to be fucked up. But I think I'm gonna...
Okay.
Yeah, is there any way that I could sneak closer to her? The creature?
Yeah, you can uses she, her pronoun.
Okay.
You can sneak closer to her. You just picked the same spot to hide because it was a good hiding spot. So you can kind of like, while you're still kind of down, like on all fours, you can crawl.
I'm gonna over to her and try and get a closer look.
You can see these like bloodshot eyes, tear tracks. She looks exhausted from up close. She's kind of like huddled down here. The legs are tucked under, and you're pretty quiet, but you're still a bigger person than she is, and you're hiding you get close enough that she's gonna notice you even if you're hiding very, very well. And so she's like, her eyes are trained on Aldris, like between the bushes, and then she kind of glances over at you as you crawl up and like jumps to the side a little bit, and then tucks back down. Who are you?
I think he's gonna. It obviously doesn't say anything.
Very quiet. She whispers, Who are you?
Okay. Yeah. He's just going to just look at her for a second. Hope that she can stay quiet and like respond to him not like making any noise by also not making any noise. I think that he's gonna try and like he's gonna run. I think. To try and create a bit of a distraction from her being there.
Okay. As you turn and run, you just like hear this little whisper of, "Are you being hunted too?" And then could you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Ah! What? Constitution save? I feel sick, you guys. Sick.
Matthias can't resist a femme in distress.
I can't. Well, that is an 11.
Okay. The DC was 18. Matthias, you're a creature with blood.
I am.
You've got blood, right?
I've got so much of it.
You've got blood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She calls the blood. And you... This is kind of like a modify memory spell. A little bit like it, which is why I wanted to check in. But
Yeah.
For 24 hours, you have chances to save against it if you take damage, if you lose a significant amount of blood, right? For 24 hours, you can sense the location of this creature. You know where she is.
Okay.
You know how far you are from her.
Okay.
And you believe her to be under your protection, like under your guard, under your stewardship. If anyone does anything that would be vaguely threatening towards her, it is your obligation to protect her.
Okay.
Regardless of how you might perceive any of those people to be related to you.
Oh, God. All right. 24 hours, huh? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're her guy.
I'm her guy. I sure am. And I'm going to be her guy right now by ripping through these woods. He is sprinting.
There's a behind you, and then taking off. You can, like, maybe not even glancing over your shoulder, but just hearing, like, the pounding of boots faster than you thought possible, sprinting after you as well.
Yup.
Is Hunter's Mark a saving throw?
No, it's
Or is it-
not.
It works.
It just
works.
happens.
Okay.
It just glides.
Fuck.
He catches a glimpse of you as you turn and run, and because Hunter's Mark gives the creature advantage on any perception or survival check you make to find or follow them.
Okay.
So he's got a Hunter's Mark on you, and he is sprinting after you. Are you going back to your campsite, or are you just going to leading him on a long pace through the woods?
No. I am my intention is to swerve and like move through these woods in as circuitous a way as possible, keep him on my trail, and try and outpace or outmaneuver him so that I can like just looking for any opening to create some distance or lose him.
Give me a... This could be... athletics, I would say. If you're trying to outpace him, I think your athletics is stronger than trying to outstealth him.
Yep. That is a motherfucking 29.
Fuck yes.
That's
he
a
can track you, but he
29.
cannot catch up with you. So, you are out in the woods. You are out in the dark. You have lost sight of the way back to your camp. You might be able to find it later, like in the day, potentially, like following your own tracks. But you have ripped into the dark, and you can hear creatures around you. There's more of these like malevolent blue lights. At one point, you rip past what seems to be just like a hulking kind of creature that's just tearing into some kind of dead animal. Just like rip past so fast you have no idea what it is. All the stories of like what's in the waste, all the creatures you face are in your mind, but right now, all you know is you are being hunted by someone whose livelihood is hunting you, but you are faster than him.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave you there.
Great.
And I think I'm going to wrap our episode here by saying that after over an hour has passed, you've sent a message to Matthias. You've been waiting for him to come back. It's dark out. There's another like rustle through some trees on the edge of your camp. And like new advice, everyone kind of turns to look. And you see emerging through the trees, limping, is a satyr. And she says, I think your friend needs help. And that's where we're going to end that session.
Bruh!
Jesus Christ,
for real?
Maddie.
Love this so much. I'm so excited.
Motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Oh my god.
The fucking.
Fucking.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. It's so great to be back. I love y'all. And thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I know it's been a while since we've been on hiatus. We're still figuring out our holiday schedule, but we're hoping to figure out more consistent times. We might end up doing every other week or something like that for Strungers, but we'll let you guys know. Keep track on our socials at Total Party Kiss and watch past episodes. It's a great time to catch up if you're new on our YouTube Total Party Kiss. We have a whole playlist for all of our Strange Hungers episodes. I'm not sure there's Tragedy of Theologian tomorrow, but always you can always check out our sister show, Tragedy of Theologian, run by Serenity. We have episodes of that on our YouTube channel, and usually it's at 8:30 p.m. EST on Sundays. Anything that anyone else wants to shout out?
Next weekend, I will be playing in 2 games as a part of D&D Jordan Lee's charity weekend, Games for Change. They're running, they're raising funds for Stop AAPI Hate. More details about that will be on my socials, so do come check that out. There's going to be really fun incentives, and we're going to try to raise some funds for a good cause.
Yeah.
Sometime today, later this evening, an episode is going live on Open Table Adventurers, where I play a funky little guy. Hi, folks. The name's Luca Ori, and I will be a fun little cowboy in a Call of Cthulhu game. So check that out.
Amazing.
Love that.
And then, Alex, don't you have to promote something too?
Sarah.
Oh, both of you, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't going to promote that actually, but I can promote that. I'm just going to drop a link in chat. There's this charity going on right now called Games for Gaza, where you can go on itch and buy some really cool games and support a really good, cool cause. I'm going to drop the link in the chat.
Thanks.
A bunch of really fantastic games, not just TTRPG games, but like video games and things like that. So please go check it out and support a good cause. Yeah.
It's $10.
Mm-hmm.
And it's helping support people who have faced atrocities that are going
And
on
are
right
facing.
now. So,
Yes.
are facing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have a stream coming on the 30th that is going to be really cool over on Pixel Circus. So go check that out when it happens.
Keep an eye out on the Pixel Circus socials. It's at the Pixel Circus. Great. Okay, I think that's it for today. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.